time now for the Beer Chill morning news on this Monday morning, November 30th, 2015. Here, good morning to you all this lovely Monday morning, November 30th, 2015. Back to work, back to school. Here are your news and I. Here are top story at 8, where President Obama told world leaders who gathered in Northeast Paris on Monday for a climate conference that the United States is partly blamed for the life threat.
The damage to the environmental change worldwide in emerged world leaders. Chairman, suspect in college clinic shooting appear in court. Los Angeles during meditation, Kobe Bryant said in his mind that always drifted towards basketball, but recently that began to change for a long time. Los Angeles Lakers superstar. As Kobe Bryant says he knew from the onset that 2015-2016 will be the final season. In Chicago, the University of Chicago canceled all classes and activities scheduled for Monday on its main campus following an online further gun bounce pass on by the FBI. High stakes for Baltimore's ready grade trial begins. Brussels, Turkey promised to help stem and flow migrants to Europe during the return of cash, visas, and renewed talks on joining the EU deal struck on Sunday that the Turkish Prime Minister called a new beginning for the uneasy neighbors. Jerusalem, 2 Israeli youths were convicted of murder on Monday for the revenge killing last year of a 16-year-old Palestinian boy who was buried alive in a random reprisal for strangling of 3 Israeli students. The High Court of Belfast, at a landmark ruling delivered on Monday, ruled in the downright ban on an abortion in Northern Ireland and incompatible with human rights. Parents make up the nexus to the diplomacy of Syria this weekend as leaders, including Russian President Vladimir Putin, use the opportunity in the United Nations climate talks to discuss a regional conflict that has become the global epicenter of Islamic State. German authorities are growing increasingly concerned about that newly arrived refugees from Syria and elsewhere in the Middle East are being recruited by the radical Islamists once they arrive in the country. Chicago cop judge in Laquan McDonald's fatal shooting returns to court on Monday, as protesters rallied in Chicago on Saturday in response to the video release of the shooting death of teenager Laquan McDonald. Missouri graduate assisted allegedly assaulted a teenager over hijab. A charter bus that carried college students to the 3 Virginia campus overturned, leaving one person seriously injured and 35 others aboard minor injuries in the close to the holiday weekend. Hallie turned a petition to strict commission centers on shooter threats as a North Carolina judge rejected a 13-year-old's climate change lawsuit. Daily reports speculation to be published and said a minister to the police Monday there had reports that the country wasn't about to be bought in the Los Angeles Times spun off. London, the dollar hit the strongest since March against a basket of peers on Monday at the start of the week, likely to highlight the divergent outlooks of the U.S. U.S. holiday shopping is on track at about a 3.7% rise. This is after a strong turnout during the Thanksgiving and Black Friday weekend and thanks to strong on sales. The National Retail Federation said on Sunday after release of an annual report. The world's biggest pension fund raced into its worst quarterly loss since at least 2008 after a global stock rally in August and September wiped out $64 billion after the Japanese said managers' investments in the Japanese. Now down 49 points to close at 17,798.49. S&P 500 29.11 and Nasdaq 5,127.52. As the world prepares for the climate talks Monday in Paris, and after to prevent global climate change and limit fossil fuel consumption, eventually the public overwhelmingly supports according to the Pew poll, and this month it doesn't count. Japanese whaling fleet will set sail on Tuesday for the Antarctic on a 3-month fund. The government said Monday this despite the international opposition of Japan's whale over the years and it's attributed to scientific research. An international team of research journalists and search designers start effort to dissect the supermassive black hole. London British lawmakers urged the government on Monday to introduce tough measures that include Texas sugar drinks and controls the price of promotions for unhealthy food drinks to help tackle childhood obesity. Vienna, Swiss drug maker Roche has dropped out a high-profile project to develop an antibiotic for treating supermarket infection, the company said on Sunday. If you think your oral health is imperfect by having your choice of sugar-free label partners, then you are highly mistaken more dental health experts. A simple saliva test made 78 tell a person is risk of developing Alzheimer's according to a recent study. One person was arrested after a car chase sped Crescent and Providence ended in the Crescent. Crescent police told WGR-TV that the chase began around 3 a.m. as Monday the chase came to an end where the driver struck three and cars skewed off Broad Street. An accident will be on Route 93 793 129. It will have more than traffic in a little bit. Peter Chell News Time, 8:36 time a spot reporter and the New England Patriots quest for an unbeaten season come to an end as the Patriots now 10-1 after their first loss since December 28, 2014 as they fall to the Denver Broncos at Mile High 30-24 in overtime. Here, and the Boston Celtics lose to the Orlando Magic in Orlando 110-9 when as next up for the Celtics they'll be down in Miami at 7:30 p.m. taking on the Miami Heat. The New England Patriots got their sorely needed bit of good news Sunday night. The knee injury that tied end Rob Gronkowski 7 teams overtime loss on the Denver Broncos may not be as serious as initially looked. Whether or not there was a rift between James Harden and the former Houston Rocket coach Kevin McHale Harden seemed to take it upon himself to wear considered victory even more so than once interim boss JB. Great Britain Andy Murphy defeated Belgium's Stephen Coffin in straight sets to give Great Britain the first Davis Cup victory since 1936. And the Detroit Tigers have reportedly reached a deal with Jordan Zimmerman that would add the free agent right after the starting rotation. We're hoping to upgrade this offseason. Peter Chell News Times now 8:37 here on this Monday morning. Back to work, back to school. Here, time out for Trevor Portier ends 9-5 on the southbound side. It is slow from Second that scripts all the way to downtown Providence through an exit here on 95 and southbound side of the Branch Avenue exit here. And 95 on the northbound side, it is slow from 37 Crest all the way to downtown Providence here. 195 on the westbound side, it is slow from 140 in East Providence all the way to downtown Providence here. 146 on the southbound side, so from Route 59 to Route 95 here. 146 on the southbound side, a little slow before Route 99 and off Smithfield here. 99 on the northbound side, so from 126 to Route 122 in 1 second here. 130 on the westbound side, a little slow after the Newport Bridge here. 495 on the northbound side, it is so from Route 109 to Milford all the way out to Route 85 in Milford and Hopkins stretch here. On the rip to 495 south of 90. For the mass back to the westbound side, an accident, so expect delays here. 290 in the eastbound side, it also from 146 all the way up to Route 9 in Worcester here. 24 to the northbound side, slow after Route 139 to start all the way to Route 128 in Kenton here. Route 3 to the northbound side, it is slow from Derby Street to take all the way to the Bay Tree split there. 120 to the southbound side, slow from 138 in Kenton all the way out to Route 28 in Randolph. 128 southbound slow all the way out to the Bay Tree split. 120 to the northbound side, so from 28 in Milton all the way out to Route 138 in Kenton here. South faces press to the northbound side, is slow from the Bay Tree split all the way out to Dorchester here. And Southeast Express with a southbound side, get an accident where the Morrison Boulevard exited Dorchester, so express for delays here. Thibodeau to all the both ends is slow from substation all the way out to the Zachem Bridge here. 93 to the southbound side, it is slow from Stoneham all the way out to the Zachem Bridge. Route 1 to the southbound side, it's slow from Route 16 and Revere all the way out to the Zachem Bridge Route. Route 93, 1 to the southbound side, a little slow for the subject total. Cal total, the northbound side, it's looking good here. Mass back in the eastbound side, so from Natick all the way at the Zachem Bridge here. Mass back in the eastbound side, so from Natick all the way out to the Austin Martin tolls. Mass back into the westbound side, slow from Lower Airport all the way out to the Southeast Expressway here. Route 120 on the northbound side, getting busier than normal. Traffic on 135 in Needham all the way out to Route 20 Waltham. 128 southbound side, so from 28 Redden all the way out to Route 93 in Redden here. And 120 to the southbound side, backed up from 38 and move it all the way out to Waltham here. Route 20 eastbound side, it is so from Route 60 in Belmont all the way out to Fresh Pond Parkway, Cambridge. Route 2 to the westbound side. Also over the Lexington stretch here to the accident here on Route 2 to the westbound side before Route 128 in Lexington here, and 120 on the southbound side, also around the Waltham stretch here. 495 on the southbound side, so from Lexington all the way up to 290 Marlborough. 290 eastbound side, also before 495 in Marlborough here.
Route 3 this up on Saturday is sold from 485 low all the way at the Billwick and the tip breaks again before Route 128 Merleton here. 93 this up on Saturday is sold from 125 and that's over all the way at the Wilmington due to an accident on 129 in Wilmington and around Route 93 stop on so expect delays here. 485 of this up on Saturday sold from blocks all the way out to West Verdier due to an accident in West Verdier and get another accident on 485 stop on before Route 3 in Lowell here. 485 on the northbound side so after Route 3 in Lowell. All the way up to 3 Tewksbury here. Up in New Hampshire here, on the way up to 93, stop on 293. It's a little slow in Manchester doing an accident here. And on the main turnback here, looking good from York to Augusta Via Pulp to 295. Looking good from Portland all the way up to the Gardner here. Okay, let's take a look at what is going on in the MBTA alerts there. On the Green Line E-Branch Express and Modern westbound delays due to disabled train at Museum of Fine Arts Station here. Red Line and Braintree Express and Modern delays due to the disabled train, and Silver Line S4 Express and Modern delays here. On the Kabir Rail. Low Line, train 307, 725 a.m. from North Station operating 25 minutes behind. Schedule from Winchester Center due to a mechanical problem here. And the ferries, they are looking good. Pier Channel News Time, 8:42, and it's time for a weather report on this back to work, back to school Monday morning here. For today, Princess got about 40 degrees, northeast at about 3 to 6 miles an hour. For tonight, Podcast got about 26 degrees, calm wind. For Tuesday, rate likely after 4 p.m. Increase got about 45 degrees, and calm wind becoming east. Around 5 hours in the afternoon, chance space is 6%, new Brisbane months with less than 10 minutes possible. For Tuesday, rate likely patchman, otherwise, cost got about 39 degrees, and northeast at about 5 miles coming line and variable in the afternoon. The new chance space is 30%, new Brisbane months between a 10 inch possible. For Wednesday, rain likely after 10 a.m., benchmark before 3 p.m. Otherwise, the benchmark before 4 p.m. otherwise, clouds got a lot about 52 degrees and southwest at about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Chance space is 7%, with a rain likely before 9 p.m. Benchmark before midnight, otherwise, most clouds got about 38 degrees and chance space is 6%. Thursday, most clouds got about 47 degrees. Thursday, benchmark between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. Otherwise, most clouds got about 29 degrees. And for Friday, punchy fog before 7 a.m. Otherwise, sun's got about 47 degrees. For night, most clouds got about 30 degrees. Saturday, sun's got about 45 degrees, and Saturday night, most clouds got about 29 degrees, and for Sunday, most sun's got about 49 degrees. Here, currently, you're not 36 degrees, normal cast got humidity of 62%, and that is going to be it for the Pier Channel Morning News here on this Monday morning, November 30th, 2015. Previously, have a good morning and good presentation. So you're doing time for the Noon Time Report.